Hey guys, it's Mia here and welcome back once again to finally another bookish video. I know, it's been months since I've done one of these. I've been stuck on The Rise of Kyoshi for like 3 months or more. You guys know when I got this because I did a book haul when I first got this book. It's been months now and I'm only that far in. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I've been busy. And then it's like, I want to read, but I don't. When I try to read, my brain won't shut up. When I try to read, someone pulls me away to do other things. So reading has just not been working out for me lately. But I don't know why. I have been reading it today. I moved from the center to more towards the back, so that's good. And I was going to go straight from this into Rise of Kyoshi, but I decided that since it's December, I would take a bit to read the few, and I mean few, Christmas-themed books that I possess. Them being Debbie Macomber's Christmas in Alaska, which focuses on how things work in Alaska, and especially during the time of the Christmas season. And then you have A Christmas Secret, by Wanda and Bernstetter? Sorry if I mispronounce your name. But it's about, I think, an Amish woman that has a terrible secret that she is keeping from everyone. And it's not that long. I really like the art in it, but we'll see. And then there is Kingdom Come, which by Jane Jensen. And this focuses on a police detective that her husband got murdered, and so she has to deal with that and figure out how to spend Christmas without him. So this one sounds good. So I figured since it was December, it'd be the perfect time to read those. If I can get Rise of Kyoshi done, which is slow going. But with all the good part about this video out of the way, this is actually, if you read the title, yet another Unhaul. Because if you could see my bookshelves right now, you would know that I have no space to put any more books. This bookshelf over here to my right is full of books that I have read but have not reviewed. The bookshelf that's small under that one is full of books that I have read and reviewed. And the bookshelf to my left is completely full of books that I have not read. So I'm struggling to get through my TBR. So I figured I'd get rid of some that I've read and not liked, have no interest in reading whatsoever, or already have copies of. Because if I don't have any room for books, I don't need multiple copies clogging up my bookshelf. So the first book I am getting rid of is Wait Till Helen Comes, and I recently did a review on this one during Halloween. And this is probably the 3rd time I've read this book, and it's just lost its scariness for me. Plus, my horror tastes, now that I'm an adult, have certainly matured, and this did not hit me as hard as when I read it when I was younger. So, I've read it 3 times, I've already reviewed it. It's lost its scariness, both because of my more mature horror tastes, and the fact that I've read it 3 times. So I'm not going to read it again, so I might as well either donate it or get rid of it. I tried to donate to my library before, and they gave me a snobby remark, and that was last year before all this you-know-what broke out. The second one, y'all are probably going to yell at me for, and that is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This is actually probably my favorite movie in the whole series, aside from the last ones, of course. But I have this as a hard copy too, so like I said, I don't need 2 copies of the same book clogging up my bookshelf. I've had this for years, and it's still in pristine condition. And you guys know, I don't really care for the Harry Potter books anyway, and especially not now because of the way J.K. Rowling has tainted both herself and her work. Now there is Jubilee. I think this was a library sale, or I got it from my school library. And I kind of regret it because I have not touched it. I have had no desire to read it. It has been sitting on my shelf since before I graduated. And so I don't know why it's still there because I still have had no desire to read it. So it's going bye-bye. Then there is Leave on Thumbs, and this is kind of like a science fiction-y story, and it centers around like an alien planet. And I realized when I tried to read this, I was so confused, and that's because it's actually the 4th book in the series. But I have no desire whatsoever to track down the first couple of books. So if I can't read this one because it's not the first one, and I have no desire to track down the other books, even though I've had this for years, I'm just gonna get rid of it. And then there is Framed. And apparently this is about a book who goes to prison. A dog who goes to prison. And as cute as that sounds, it just seems a little too kiddish for me and a little too goofy. I mean, I like a goofy book when I read, yes, but it just seems like the plot isn't really going to be there. So I have had no interest in reading it, and I don't plan to anytime soon. So on it goes. Then there is Dragon Rider. And I think I've told you guys that I have had this for years. And I mean, I got this from my church when I was like 9. So I've had this for almost 20 years. Not that long, but I've had this for like 16 years. So this book centers around, of course, people who can ride dragons and the bonds between them. And all I remember when I did read it is that it was a strange story and not in a good way. And it was also kind of boring and really not that well told. Like, I would have much rather read How to Train Your Dragon. That's a much better written story and a much more entertaining story about people who ride dragons. I can only tell you a few scenes of this book that actually entertained me. And it's been sitting on my shelf for so long without me picking it up again. And I have no plans to pick it up again, which is a theme throughout this video. So on it goes. So that's actually it for me today. Hopefully the next time you see a bookish video, it will be about the review of Rise of Kyoshi. I have no idea. I make no promises. Y'all know my model. I'm a slow reader. Especially now. I don't know what's wrong with me. But that's it. I hope to see you next time, and I hope you guys enjoyed. What are you reading? What are you not liking reading? What are you planning on getting rid of? Let me know in the comments below. Hope to see you next time. Bye, guys.